With the release of Avengers Infinity War right around the corner, countless rumors and theories are being thrown around like a stack of Aunt May's wheat cakes. Seriously though, what the fuck even is a wheat cake? Is it a pancake? Why not just call it a fucking pancake? Anyways, you might have heard a lot of those theories centering around Thor and what his weapon of choice is going to be in the movie, given the fact that Hela destroyed his hammer Mjolnir during the events of Thor Ragnarok. Now I'm sure we all figured out he was going to get hooked up with a new weapon after the events of Ragnarok, right? I mean, we've gotten concept art in February showing Thor wielding a new weapon, and Chris Hemsworth himself confirmed with Entertainment Tonight back in October that Thor was going to get a weapon that the fans will know and love and will be excited for.
When it comes to Infinity War, what weapon will you be wielding?
You'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
I can't give that away, but there is something pretty exciting coming.
Very cool, man.
I think the fans will know and love and be excited for it.
And while that could be any number of things, given the fact that different versions of Thor have used different weapons over the years, a couple somewhat recent toy leaks have potentially told us exactly what Thor is going to be using against Thanos when Infinity War hits theaters in May. Before I start analyzing what all leaked out though, I just want to point out that even though we're going to be talking about Legos and a Funko figurine, neither of which are the most reliable sources of information about a movie, I'm still going to put a spoiler tag for Avengers Infinity War out there just in case anything I talk about or show here ruins anything for the movie. Anyways, let's get into it. So some of you guys might remember that descriptions for 6 Infinity War Lego sets got leaked a while back after their listings were discovered on a Russian toy store's website, with one of the sets, called The Search for Thor's Weapon, having a description that reads, "Join the Avengers who are trying to find the Axe Thunderbolt for Thor. Sit down in the cab of the rescue capsule with Rocket, Thor, and Groot and go into space. On the way to Nidavellir, you will meet many enemies. You can be protected from them by shooting from the thorns. Land on the Red Planet to charge Thor's power plants in the Space Forge. Find the Stone of Infinity, untwist the energy ray, and create an amazing Axe Thunderer." Now I know the translation's a little rough, but the description does have a ton of interesting details, like the fact that Thor and a couple members of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Rocket and Groot, apparently go on a journey to get Thor a new weapon and wind up in Nidavellir, one of the 9 realms we haven't seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe yet, and the homeworld of the dwarves in the comics. Remember, the dwarves were the ones who made a bunch of weapons and different items for the Asgardians, including Thor's original weapon Mjolnir, so the fact that they're being included in this new weapon's construction is pretty awesome. Then there's this mention of a space forge. Since this is the MCU, I kind of figured we weren't going to actually see a bunch of guys literally forging something out in space, like in the comics, so this shot from the trailer of Thor screaming as he holds onto a couple handles, that's probably the movie's version of the forging process. And the whole thing about a Stone of Infinity, clearly that's supposed to mean one of the Infinity Stones is what's powering up the forge, but I honestly have no idea which stone it's supposed to be. Maybe it's the Soul Stone and that's how it gets to Earth or something, who knows. Then there's the Axe Thunderbolt thing. Now like I mentioned before, the description could apply to any number of weapons like Stormbreaker or Thunderstrike, but the word choice in the description definitely makes it sound like he'll be using Yarnborn, a battle axe Thor's been using in the most recent comics Marvel's been publishing. And on top of that, the axe in the comics was forged on Nidavellir, with one of the pictures of the figures included in the set featuring Groot, Thor, and this thing that looks like a battle axe. So that's it, I guess. Thor's gonna use his axe in Infinity War. Case closed, right? Well, here's the thing. Recently, this guy on Reddit leaked out a picture of a Thor Funko figurine, which includes this new weapon. Now I don't know about you guys, but this thing looks a lot like the Ultimate Universe version of Mjolnir. They both have a traditional hammer part for bashing somebody up and a blade part on the opposite side for when Thor's just like, fuck it, whoever I'm fighting is dying today. And just in case you're not sold, like maybe you don't think that part looks like the bladed part of Ultimate Mjolnir or something, there's also this picture of the complete Lego set, which includes the new weapon, featuring both a blade and a hammer on the opposite ends. Now I don't know about you guys, but I think that is awesome. I always thought the Ultimate Universe version of Mjolnir looked awesome, so I'm really glad the MCU is going to do their own version of it for Infinity War. What makes this even cooler for me is the fact that Thor might be including some extra materials in the process of making this hammer. See, because of the rough wooden look the handle has, I think it's entirely possible the hammer is going to be partially made of pieces of Groot. Maybe they find out Thor doesn't have enough Uru to complete the hammer, so Groot makes a stick or something Thor can use in the process. That'd be cool. Or I could be totally wrong and the dwarves just have some old sticks they decided to cram in there, who knows. Either way, I am super excited to see Thor whip out this new Mjolnir at some point in Avengers Infinity War. I can't imagine it's going to do a whole lot considering what all everybody's going up against, but anyways guys, that's my take on the new weapon Thor's going to be using when we see him take on Thanos. If you agreed with anything I said in this video or you have your own theories you want to throw out there, then go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, then go ahead and click that like button, and if you're new, maybe consider clicking that subscribe button too. I've also got links to my Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Patreon in the description. You should probably check those out too. And if you want to see more of my content, then you can click the link to my last video. It's right there in the middle of your screen. Alright, and I will see you all next time.